Hey guys, it's Dalia. I'm back for another vlog. I just realized my camera is kind of tilted. Let me fix that for a second. There it is. Um, Still kind of tilted. Do you guys mind it being tilted in the background? It's kind of hard to change now. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Now I tilted it the other way, didn't I? It will just have to do for now. Anyway, guys, happy Monday. So you're watching this in the past from the future. I don't know, but this is you'll be seeing this next Monday. I think September 18th. Okay, because I decided to schedule out my vlogs instead of doing it each day at the nighttime. Anyway, so today was a rough day. Um, Monday sometimes can be rough, but it's not particular that it was a Monday. It was just sometimes I maybe not wake up, but sometimes I start my morning off in a bad mood. It just happens, and today's one of those days where I question life. I mean, not life, but I question my business. I question my happiness and everything, and it was really upsetting. So during lunchtime, I told my husband I'm kind of sad, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I kind of articulated to him, and he's like, "Okay, what could make you happy?" So he literally told me list out things that will make you happy. So this is what I messaged him. He was literally sitting like on the couch next to me. Well, not next to me, but across. So I decided to message him what will make me happy. And I said, hold on. The reason why I messaged him, let me explain that, is because I didn't feel like talking about me being sad. So I messaged him. He was on his phone. So I messaged him it. He looked at me. He's like, "What? Why are you sad?" And then I was like, "I don't know." Well, I told him why, but I don't want to say it here. It's a little too personal. Then he said, what is it going to make you happy? So I started listing out the things. Some, you know, there's one of these things I won't say on here because it's too personal, but one of them I said chocolate cookies, which I have for tonight. I said white wine. The third thing I won't say. I also said not having to be the sole income provider. So there's a lot of pressure on me running this business, and the other person in the family that's supposed to provide an income, which he does, but he works for me, so it's kind of like our business. That's a lot of stress. And a bookstore, so being in a bookstore, and watching one of my favorite shows called Scrubs. So I realized after I messaged him this, I went back to work after my lunch break and I said, how easy was it for, because he was pretty much going to indicate to me, tell me what it is and I'll do it and I'll get it for you, right? And I started listing out the things that immediately I felt like in my moment of sadness that would make me happy. So I realized after lunch, I was like, wow, I just really pinpointed what would make me happy. So it gave me a chance to reflect on, like, I have time, but it gave me a chance to reflect on happiness and how it relates to business, because we are solo entrepreneurs, and it could be really stressful, our jobs. Not all the time, sometimes I have a lot of time where I'm like feeling great, I'm moving and grooving, but sometimes I have those down times where it could be a mixture of being unmotivated, it could be a mixture of being unhappy or whatever. And first of all, I was very proud of myself that I was able to pinpoint what made me, well, unhappy, particularly. And I talked to him about it. Then he said, okay, what will make you happy? The thing that made me unhappy, I can't particularly control. So I was happy that I said, okay, I could figure out what would make me happy. Because here's the thing, guys, if you could figure out what makes you happy, right, then do it, right? And then technically you'll be happy. Now, a lot of people say that happiness is a state of mind, and it links to like being, grateful and gratitude and stuff like that, which I absolutely agree. Um, but appreciating, certain things that I requested. It's not materialistic things I particularly requested. So, like I said, going to a bookstore is not particularly materialistic. and a few other things I think was fine. I think it was just like this small happiness stuff, like the cookies and things like that. But I was happy to, I was able to pinpoint, I was very happy with that. And again, I told you I reflected and I thought about it. And I said, okay, in about a week or so, I'm gonna get back to this. I literally set an alarm on my phone that even when I'm not unhappy, hopefully I get over it in a couple of days, or a day. But when I'm not unhappy, I'm able to then reflect and say, okay, now that I'm in a regular state of happiness, what would what is my happy, like what would make me happy today? And yes, I am happy maybe in a week from now, but what would take me to the next level? So I'm wondering what would be on that list then. The point is, when you find out what makes you happy, do it. And sometimes it's probably best to think about it when you're unhappy, because I have a feeling next week is going to be a little bit harder because I'm in a relatively good state of mind. I'm not particularly unhappy, you know? So anyway, I encourage you to do it yourself. I encourage you, maybe not when you're sad, but just in general, say, what would make me happy right now? Regardless of what it is, go ahead and write it down and try to get that. Something that's hard to achieve for whatever reason, then you might have to actually work at it. But it's almost like a vision board, right? It's almost like a vision board, but mine's a temporary vision board. Like I put chocolate chip cookies and white wine. Like that's probably gonna happen tonight, right? But there's a few other things that I may not be able to do today, like the bookstore. I could obviously read a book, but you know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I do believe that what you think makes you happy, you won't. So I may say, oh, I want to buy this, buy that, and buy this. But I realize it's not actually what brings me happiness. I don't know, something to really think about. And I don't have all the answers regarding it, but I can just tell you that it's on my mind because my mood was just funky today. And it still is, to be honest. I look a little, I don't know, I don't think I look messy today, but I just, very minimal, pretty much no makeup on, and I'm just, blah. I have done some work today, believe it or not. Today's a Monday, so I'm always, answering combos, doing this, the usual thing, working with my assistant on projects. But I have gotten back into reworking the Amazon webinar. Today's one of those workflow days where I'm supposed to be working on my e-commerce business. But because the Amazon webinar is currently in the process of being redone, I'm not. I'm working on the Amazon webinar instead of working on modern pink paper stuff. Plus the stuff I want to work on, I can't particularly do until I have to wait for something to be completed. It's not on my task list. I outsourced it technically, so I'm waiting for that. So it's a perfect time to work on the Amazon webinar, and I could have been more productive without my sadness, but I have done actually a really great job considering my mood today. I hear my kids outside the door. Okay, so I want to go over something with you. Friday, I mentioned that I received my light, the one that is on right now. Behind me is the box that it came in. So I want to show you what light I got. And here's why. Because sometime this week, I'm going to test this light out for photography. It's a natural light. I am going to use, where is it? It's down there. One of my whiteboards that I usually use for photography, and try it with this. Not everybody has the opportunity to have natural light come in from their window, and it's not even. Like a window's usually on one side, usually in your room. Having this ring light is equal. It evenly distributes light, like on my face. Like forget the fact that I look not ready for camera. I don't have any makeup on, but it's even the light. So I'm excited to see what happens when I put it for photography, photos, and of the sort. And I'm going to show you before and after photos. I'm going to do it without the light. I'm going to do it with my natural, and then I'm going to show you with the light. Okay, because if it's something that I want to recommend to you guys, I want to make sure it works. Okay, it was a little bit pricey. It was like $267, but if it's something that you know that's going to work 100%, it may be worth it to your business. Besides, you may be making a decent amount of money a month, that it still may be worth it. Anyway, especially if you're also using social media, taking pictures often, not just for product photography. Okay, so let me show it to you now, just so you could research it maybe in the meantime before I take those photos. Don't buy it yet. Let me do the work for you. Let me do the testing for you, okay? So this is it. Okay. Now, there's different brands. I love this one. It's absolutely fine. So, and it comes with a stand where you could put your, what is it called? You could put your Canon camera or Nikon camera, you know, the DSLRs. I don't use it currently for that. I have no problem taking mine manually and going in between the ring light, because it's a ring light, and go right in the middle of it and look down. All of my photos are from bird's eye view, so I could just do it manually, or you could attach it to make it easier for yourself. Anyway, so this is the unit. It was super easy to assemble. I think I mentioned it before. So I will do some testing for you guys, show you before and after photos. I'll put the before and afters in this video. Again, the before and afters will be like before the ring light, like my old school way, how I used to do it, and then after with the ring light. No Photoshop editing, okay? Because the editing, I could obviously make things look really fantastic with Photoshop, but I'm trying to do it without Photoshop editing to see if you would even need it. Okay, so that was that. And I want to show a couple other things that came in the mail. Do you see that behind me? This way, this way. See that? Ah, that. I purchased Pink Starburst Limited Edition. Okay, so anytime I want one, I could go in here. It's in this office because I like how it looks in the background, but also so my kids don't touch it. This was actually 3 bags worth. I thought it would be a lot more, but no, the bags were a good size. It's just they're little pieces, you know. That back. Okay, so I got that. Then I got one more thing. It was, I think I mentioned to you, I got a gel mask. If you follow me on Instagram at the Handmade Mastermind, I shared it on my story. It's a gel mask, bead gel mask that I use for cooling my face, especially when I have congestion. You can use it if you have a headache, I heard. It's good for sinuses. I use it for the allergy and puffiness in the morning. And I take it out of the freezer or refrigerator in the morning. And if you really don't want that super cold on you, you could obviously put it in the refrigerator instead. So the cooling effect won't be as harsh. But it came in this box. It's kind of bright here. Okay. Therapeutic gel bead eye mask. I'll probably put the link down below for you guys to all this stuff, just in case you're interested. But so I got it all from Amazon. It came with instructions, which I think is fairly easy. I don't think you need instructions. But it says soothes tired eyes, combats dark circles, reduces eye puffiness, and alleviates sinus problems and headaches. So really awesome. If you look at the picture here, you see that? That's the picture. I left the mask downstairs. It's currently in my freezer. I got it in the purple one, pink/purple. It fits my face nicely. I like the fact that it goes down to here. Mostly take care of my sinus issues and my puffiness, whatever. I really like that, and it covers a decent part of my forehead. But what I also like is that if you're not really fond of the super cold touch, it comes with a velvet cover you could put over the gel part, so it's not direct contact with your skin. It's still cooling, okay? So that's what I do. I put it with the velvet. So in the morning, I get the mask, I put it on, I rest back for 15 minutes because it's still a little early, and then I wake up and then I do my little routine. So I really love it. So if you have a need for it, you could get it. I did a lot of research about these gel masks, and a lot of people had issues with the quality, the issues with it fitting the face, and all this stuff. But I think this is really fantastic. I was really happy with the purchase. It was really cheap. I think it was like $12, $13. And it's a reusable one, which is obviously awesome. So I'll leave the link down below if you want it, but that's my other purchase that came in like the next day or something. I think it came on Saturday or something. I think that was it. Now, before I wrap up this vlog, short vlog, because I mainly want to concentrate on my unhappiness today, not to be a Debbie Downer, but I did not go on a trip with my sister. Obviously, I'm here in this office. This trip, no big deal. The trip got rescheduled for about a week later. She's going to get the exact date and time and let me know and see if I could join her on the trip again. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's my sister has a very, very important meeting with a big retailer potentially to get her items in the stores. And I wanted to be there to help her and support her. So the girls' trip got delayed, and it'll be rescheduled. She'll let me know as soon as when. As soon as she finds out. Again, I'm gonna end this right here. I really hope today I turn my night around. But what time is it now? In about 30 minutes, I'm about to end my day, my work day. I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing. I'm working on one of the PowerPoint slides sections of my redoing of Amazon webinar. So I should be able to finish that within 30 minutes because it's almost done. And then call it a day. I should have done much more today regarding the Amazon webinar, but I honestly give myself a little break, saying, okay, Dalia, chill out, a little break. I did two of the videos. I could have probably easily done like 4 or 5. It's fine. I just have to give myself a break because I was really feeling funky today. So please pray that when you see the next vlog tomorrow, that I feel better. You guys know, I think you know, that how it feels when you're feeling down and unmotivated. I mean, I have no personal issues, so it's not like a personal problem, but you may have personal issues to deal with along with work and all the stuff. And I mentioned earlier about being the sole income provider, and that has been weighing heavy on my shoulders for quite a long time now, for at least 6 months or so, maybe up to a year, maybe not a year, maybe up to 6 months or so. And, you know, I'll talk to you more about that in another vlog, but me and my husband figured out a solution, which again I'll share with you soon, because I'm all about figuring out what makes me happy, or really figuring out what makes you unhappy and taking that away, okay? Usually it's simple as that, and then you can work on, you know, getting yourself out of, like, get yourself out of the negative, right? Be in a state of neutral state, whatever, and then work on your happiness. So if I'm sad, I'm gonna take away sadness. Hopefully that will bring some happiness, but if I'm just average, then I will work on things that will make me happy. Today I'm just trying to fight for today. I'm trying to fight for today and do things that will make me happy. So, and actually doing this vlog kind of made me feel better. So we'll see. I'm just gonna go out there and finish up what I'm doing. I'm gonna convince my husband to take the kids with him to the gym. They have like a kids club where the kids hang out in there. I'm hoping, you know, I want him to, and honestly, that would give me time to just relax without the kids a little bit. And that's it. There's one thing, I'll tell you this before I end. Last thing. There's one thing on my list that I sent my husband that I probably won't end up getting. It's not a tangible thing per se, but it's something that I really want, and I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. Don't that sounds so sad. Don't feel that sad for me. It's just, I can't, it sounds like so mysterious, but I just don't want to explain it because it's personal. Anyway, so we'll see how that one works out. I hope you guys had a happy Monday. I hope this video was not a Debbie Downer for you. I just want to share my experience with you today because I feel like, again, in business and being solo entrepreneurs and working by ourselves and you name it, that it could be quite a roller coaster for us, and this is one of those down moments for me. I just want to share it with you. Maybe provide you some insight. Maybe you've seen something in today's video that will help you. Okay, guys? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. And this is a very odd thing to say during this type of video, but if you want to see more vlogs like this or similar or whatever, I usually talk about business things, a little bit personal. But go ahead and hit subscribe down below. Please like and comment, and that is it. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys? I will see you tomorrow. Bye.